Before we get restricted. Hello and welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Tonight we are live, racking some mead live. So we're going to get started in about 15 minutes from now. What a experience. It's hard to believe there's only like 3 weeks left. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. And then it's 2026, which I'm ready for. I hope it's bigger and brighter than ever for each of you and for me, especially for me. We'll see. I think some new adventures are in order, though. I think it's time for some change. Hopefully. But if not, it'll be what it'll be. But I'm ready to get started. And we're going to get started, like I said, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every single Wednesday, I go live to show you stuff of the mead making process live. Tonight we're going to be racking some mead, so it should be fun. I'm very, very excited. Let's see if we can share this out here. I don't even know how to do that from this side, to be honest with you. Share. Dennis. Share. That's all I see right now. Where is everybody? Who knows? Who knows? But they'll all be here. They know I'll be here, so I assume they know to be here. Because if not, they're going to miss it. But that's okay. I am going to clip the portion of the actual work tonight and repost that tomorrow evening. Whether it gets, restricted or not, I don't know. The video that I post about 7 o'clock every single night. And the video I put up is a shortened version of the video I already have up from Saturday. I usually do a re-edited 60-second version. And I put one up, and it's restricted. I appealed it. It's been just over an hour now, which tells me it's probably not going to get approved. So, we'll see. Dennis, I see you. Hello and welcome. I saw you just text back. I did not read it yet, obviously, because I'm here. But get ready. Buckle up. Strap the boots. Because when I do stuff, I do it big. And we're going to do it big. So, more to come. Not giving any spoilers. Premeditated spoilers, but we'll see. Hello and welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Tonight we're going to be racking some mead live. We're going to get started about 12 minutes from now. That's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Every single Wednesday I go live to show you stuff of the mead making process. Tonight's step 2 of our major 3-step process. So the batch we have tonight, we actually made on a Wednesday live a few weeks ago. And tonight we're going to be racking it. So we're going to be transferring it from its primary vessel to its secondary vessel, and I'll explain all that in great detail once we get started. Hello. YouTube is getting there. YouTube. We like, what's that? Seesaw? Teeter-totter to the other platform. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. Should be a lot of fun, though. Hello, Shield Maiden. Shield Maiden, it is good to see you. Hello, hello. You just missed my, tirade of getting mad at TikTok. So, I am simulcasting on TikTok and YouTube. If you guys see me talking to somebody that's not you, it's probably the other platform. Please follow me at both. I have a feeling TikTok ain't gonna make it. Hello, Tall Trey. Good to see you. Again. Jen. Welcome, the Queen Bee herself. It should be, I'm really frustrated going into this live, but as you guys know, Wednesday lives are my happy place, and I sincerely and truly mean that. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's going to be a big stress reliever. You guys are going to help me sleep tonight by having some fun. And yeah, we'll get started here in shortly. I appreciate that. I hope you're having an amazing day as well. And thank you. I just hit 19,000 followers on TikTok, and TikTok is pushing back at every video that I post now. It sounds like it's kind of spreading across the community. YouTube is a great place to go if you want to see a bunch of the archived videos. TikTok is just harder to do that. There are a playlist version on TikTok, and I try to keep those updated with all the current stuff. But if you're looking for anything older, much easier to find on YouTube. So follow me both places. Hello and welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Tonight we're going to be racking some mead live. I am your mead dummy. I make mead every single Saturday, a brand new batch of mead. And there's two special things about what I do. One, I don't miss Saturdays. I have never missed a Saturday since I started this journey for about 3 years now, just over 3 years. Every single Saturday I've came out with a batch of mead. And I don't replicate recipes. Every single one is brand new and unique. Batch 198 comes out this Saturday, and it is the very last in my World Deity series. That's where I take a god or a goddess from all around the world, many different religions, some of them very ancient, some of them very modern. And I make a mead in honor of that deity, and the very last one is coming out this Saturday. I am very excited to show you. I think you're going to recognize this one, and I hope I won't offend anybody. I think it's going to be a good one, though. So please come back this Saturday for your last mead, or your last World Deity mead. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've had a tremendous amount of fun with this category too. I've done a lot. I did Poseidon. I did Hera. We did Ra from Egypt. We've done a tremendous amount of fun stuff. So please check out that playlist along with all my other awesome playlists. So we are wrapping up 2025 with a bang. So batch 199 comes out the following Saturday. And that is my last holiday mead. That's where, I've been doing, that's my longest current running series. And I've had a tremendous amount of fun with that. But I'm going to show you my Christmas/Yule mead on December 20th. And then we're going to wrap up 2025 with batch 200, your New Year's Eve mead. And it might be the best mead I have ever made. Potentially the best. So I hope you stick around and see that. Those are the last 3 meads of 2025. And then we're kicking off 2026 with a bang. Returning to the Zodiac series with your Capricorn mead. So I've got meads already in progress for the first half of next year. So I'm not going anywhere. I might not be around on the TikToks, but you can catch me over on YouTube. I just now, within the last week and a half, started posting on my X account. I've had that for a while, but I just started actually reinvesting into it. I also kicked off my Instagram. If you want to follow me there, I have 2 followers so far, and I personally know one of them. So I am creating some backup places to find my content just in case. And then as for my Saturday videos, I've been posting on Facebook on my account there for a while. So most of my content doesn't end on those platforms, but the Saturday ones have been for a while at least. So and then YouTube's not going anywhere. YouTube, they far less restricted. All of my accounts are adult accounts, so definitely follow me on YouTube. But if you want to be entertained with the shorts, TikTok style content, follow me on those other platforms as well. Hello. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It's been a roller coaster. But that's all right. We're going to end it with a bang. We're going to have a lot of fun. I've got a lot of new categories starting next year. I'm incredibly excited to talk about and share very, very soon in the near future. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Yeah, I think they're diverting back into what they started as, which was, for those who don't know, Musically, and it's going to be a lot of dancing teens, and that's primarily what they're going to be left with. Sounds like this restrictive frustration is spreading across the homebrew community, and I don't know what to do about it. I fought it at every turn. I've won my appeals. The strike I got that was like permanent, I fought and got erased, and I'm still getting stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. Whatever's going on with their algorithm or their AI, like you know, firewalls, whatever that is. I don't know. It's holding us down. It's holding us down. But nothing has ever been successful without some challenges in the progress. So I am up for it. I'm ready for it. And yeah, we'll win. Ultimately, we'll win. But yeah, I mean, I don't. Who knows? If you need some meat, you're in the right spot. I'll show you exactly how I make it every single Saturday. Brand new batch of meat. Every single Wednesday, I go live to show you step of that meat making process live. And if you want to see the whole step, like every single Saturday, I put out a video that shows you from beginning to end how to replicate it. And the recipe is always free in the description, so you can replicate it, tweak it, make it your own, enhance it. But as for the Wednesdays, this is unedited. You're going to see me do it live tonight. Step number 2 of my 3-step process. And I just recently on the TikTok side posted or pinned a post that shows me making a traditional mead on lives, unedited. So you see all 3 steps of the process. The whole video is like 21 minutes long. So that should put you in perspective. All you need to do is buy your own equipment and put 21 minutes into actual work over like a 6-month period. And that's it. And you can start doing this yourself. It's that easy. No. No. Eventually, I hope this grows into a commercial business. But as of right now, I do the next best thing. I show you how to make it, and I give away my recipes. Hello, Corey. Good to see you. So 3-minute countdown. I'm going to move the camera and we're going to get started because I'm going to stay on time tonight. I'm going to stay on time tonight because I walked in here frustrated and I don't want to go off on the tangent again. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You started your first batch. That is fantastic. When should I rack it is the question, and that's a great question. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice. One of them is what I do. You're going to see it tonight. I wait for the airlock to stop bubbling. When it stops bubbling, I look at it like this. For like 60 seconds. If I see no movement, I'm racking it. The proper thing to do is wait for it to stop bubbling and get your hydrometer out. That's like a little magic stick that a lot of the other brewers make. I don't because I think it's boring. And to weigh the gravity. Hopefully you did that in the first step before you put your yeast in. You weigh the gravity and then you seal it back up and you wait a few days. And then you do it a 3rd time. Then you, numbers 2 and 3, if they match, your meat is done fermenting. If they don't match, let it go again, do it a 4th time until the last 2 numbers match. Then it's technically ready to rack. That's how you do it if you were a professional. If you're like me and you just want to have fun, wait for it to stop bubbling. It's not going to hurt anything. If you put an airlock on the secondary, which you're going to see me do tonight, that's just in case there's any secretive or very slow fermentation still happening. It'll still be very safe. Years ago, it's time to replicate it. It's time to replicate it. What kind of problems could arise if I wait too long? That is a great question. There's definitely some possibilities things could happen. I'm telling you, if everything's airtight, it's in a cool, dark place, it's not like you don't have germs floating around it, don't let the dog step on it. Don't let your cats pee on it. Leave it alone. Keep it away from anything that could contaminate it, and it'll be fine for many months. I usually let everything sit between like 2 and 4 weeks, depending on what it is and, you know, the activity or my time. I've had stuff for a couple months before. It's got to be fine. What ends up happening is when the yeast eats the sugars, it produces the carbon dioxide, which leaks out your airlock, and the alcohol, which you retain in there. All the oxygen's gone. It's come out the airlock. It's been replaced with the carbon dioxide. So there's no oxygen, and the actual liquid you have in there is mead. It's alcoholic. And that means it's pretty sterile. It's going to be really hard for anything crazy to grow in there once it's fermented, as long as it's not contaminated in some way. Have I ever made green chili mead? Why don't you stay tuned for the future next year? The answer is no. And my answer is still no. I have something in store you might like, though. Cheers. It is my pleasure. Feel free. The big pro of TikTok is you can shoot me direct messages. You can't do that on YouTube. But the big pro on TikTok is shoot me direct messages. I answer 100% of them. So please, if you ever have any questions or just want to chat or shoot me pictures, I love them. Please shoot me a message. It's 8:31. Dennis let me get behind on schedule. I knew he would distract me. So let's get going. Tonight we're going to be racking some mead. So I'm going to explain all of it as we go through. Afterwards, I am going to say goodbye. Not for you. That's for the replay people for tomorrow. I'm going to repost this portion of the video tomorrow. For you that's you now, you. Stay there. I'm going to pull the camera closer again. And I want to see what you think. How I did. Give me a grade. Tell me I'm cute. Whatever you want to say afterwards, I want you to stick around. So when I say goodbye, it's not for you. That's for future you watching tomorrow. So if you're ready, let's get going. If I can get it centered tonight. It's always a struggle. Give me a second before you start hollering at me. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be too far to read your comments. So entertain each other. Dennis is a moderator here if you need anything. Or if you're misbehaving, he'll address you. I'll see you guys on the other side. One last thank you for letting me be here and letting me share my passions with you. Skull. I'll see you guys right after we're done this. Hello and welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Tonight, very special night. I am racking my good buddy and mead mentor of mine, Dennis's mead. This is his smoked oak, pineapple, and pepper mead. So this was 3 major ingredients outside of the regular recipe. I smoked some oak wood chips in the broiler till they got nice and like toasty, started smoking. Great smell on those. We did some pineapple. And we did some hot chili peppers. So let's open this up and see what we're looking at here. It is done fermenting. This was a few weeks ago on a live. I gotta show you this. It looks, it smells like pineapple. I'm not getting any pepper. We're not getting any oak. But it looks amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. It looks like, I don't even want to touch it. It looks like an art, like one of those abstract art things. All right. So now we're ready to rack. So the racking process is when we separate the solids from the liquids. This is step number 2 of my mead making process. So step 1 is we put all our ingredients in here. The exact recipe, I don't remember, but you can probably find it. But it's 1 gallon water, 3 pounds of honey, about 2.5 grams of yeast, 2 grams of yeast nutrient, along with some wood chips that I roasted, like I said, some pineapple, and some spicy red peppers that were dehydrated and now look like they're rehydrated. So this is a mini hand pump siphon. It's really easy. 2-gallon fermenting bucket, mini hand pump siphon into our 1-gallon glass carboy. We're going to give this a couple pumps and let it kind of lubricate here. And once you get going, as long as your bucket is raised above your carboy, gravity will do most of the work here. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is actually from Africa, over 20,000 years old, and that information just came out last year. There's also some evidence in ancient China, about 10,000 years old, evidence in ancient Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, and then did it better than everybody else. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. And I think that's really awesome, and I love that of you. Mead, by definition, is made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the main fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But every combination exists in between, like the menu you see in front of you and behind me, and the menu I put out every single Saturday. Please give me a follow, subscribe. This is coming out actually a little bit lighter than I expected. You can kind of see it. It looks a little orangey. Still a great color and a very predictable color. The reason why we separate this in this racking process, or moving it to its secondary vessel, is to separate the solids from the liquids. So we're going to transfer it over here, and then it's going to sit for a few months. Over that few months' time, I'm going to put it in a cool, dark place and leave it alone. All of that sediment that is currently dissolved in the mead will settle to the bottom, leaving like a moon dust of little particles. And the top will be a clear mead, like the many bottles you see right here. And that's the stuff that you really want to show your friends and family. You can actually drink this at this stage if you really wanted to. A lot of people will tell you you'll get a heavier yeast flavoring, and I kind of agree with that. It depends on the recipe and the flavors. But this is mead. It's mead. You could drink it at this point. And there's some very famous meads out there commercially that do it this process. So you'll be able to pour them out in your glass. If you see any bottles that are opaque, it's probably because the mead is opaque too. And then they're hiding it. If you see clear bottles, they're trying to show you off that they're clarified. That's the general rule. It's unwritten. It's a general rule. But this is perfectly drinkable at this stage if you really want to do it. If you're like, you know, a crazy man or woman or a roughneck and you just want to go, you could do it. I'm going to clarify it though. This is for my good buddy Dennis, like I said. He completely picked this, not necessarily recipe, I threw that together, but he requested this flavor, so I think it's going to be a good one. I'm actually worried now that I'm smelling it. I'm a little worried that the flavors individually were so potent that one of them might outweigh the other ones. I'm hoping we get a nice, good smoky, a nice, good sweetness from the pineapple, and a good spice aftertaste. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my dream of this batch coming to life. But we'll see. There's only one way to find out, and that's in a few months from now. So this batch will be addressed again on a live, though. So like I said, if you don't give me a follow and subscribe now, please do. And join me every single Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to see what I'm up to. It's always one of these three steps, either making the mead in its primary, racking the mead into its secondary, or bottling and tasting the mead in the last step there. So we are almost done. Like I said, this is silly easy. Silly easy. Also, follow my TikTok. I have a pinned post up there that shows me making a mead batch, a traditional mead batch, live. On the lives, I stitched the three major portions together. It's like 21 minutes long, but if you're intimidated by the process or one step or the other, I show you exactly how to do it with unedited in that video, and it's silly easy. Silly easy. You could do this. If I can do this, anybody can do it. I'm going to start paying a little bit more attention as the neck kind of cascades in. It's going to speed up because of the ratio and volume, so we're going to just pay a little bit of attention to this as it gets closer. Because it's, you know, it's easy to make mistakes. That's how we learn, and that's how I know to watch it closely, because I've done this mistake a bunch of times. If you have an eagle eye, you've probably seen it in some of my Saturday videos, where I'm racking it. Usually I rack it closer to the ground on my videos, and yeah, I've spilled a lot. I spilled a lot. So what I'm looking for is for that volume to get right up to the bottom of this knuckle. I know from the experience that that is just enough of displacement from when I pull the straw out to put that right at the top there. The amount of airspace, or headspace as they call it, isn't as important in its primary or in its secondary as in primary, because most of this alcohol or most of this mead is alcohol at this point. Right there, we're gonna pull this guy out. So it's going to be pretty hard for anything gross to grow in there, but we don't want to take any chances. So minimize your headspace, but right there is where we want it. That way the bottom of the airlock does not dip into it. Let's put this aside and move this up so you guys can see it. Wow, that's really, really orange. It's pretty. It's pretty. This is a fermenting cap. I like the screw ones. They have little plugs or corks you can use too. And a 3-piece airlock. I prefer these over the typical S-shaped airlocks. They're easier to take apart and clean. So we're going to put that little guy on the center straw there and fill this about halfway full of water. Fermentation should be done, but now it is airlocked again with a little cap there. So if there's any fermentation still happening, it can still aerate out. And we're going to just put this aside for a few months. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Thank you, Dennis, for this amazing suggestion. I think this is going to be a winner. I have high hopes. And thank you for letting me share my passions with you guys. Wednesday nights are truly my happy place. So if you're live, stick around. If you are watching the replay, please join us next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to see another step of the mead making process. Thank you so much, guys. Skull! I had a cough so bad, like in the last 5 minutes. But now that it's just us, I know I can get it out without you guys judging me. Let's get kind of centered here so you can see me and the bottle. There we go. That'll have to work. Dennis! It's very orange. It's very orange. I think it's cool. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I like it. I like it. I think it's going to be awesome. As far as I saw, too, I didn't want to say this like while we were going. I didn't get any restrictions tonight. And I literally turned nothing on because I'm in give-up mode. Not give-up mode. Frustration mode. Frustration mode. I am in Maryland, but the follow-up question to that is, do I sell it? And I do not. I do the next best thing. I'll show you exactly how I make it, and every recipe is free. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think this is going to be a good one. I like it. I hope it's good. It looked like, that's really cool looking. It's really cool looking. Just the contrast of colors. I'm pretty excited. And I don't like spicy stuff. Every week, every single Saturday I come out with a brand new batch. I don't miss Saturdays, and I don't replicate recipes. Batch 198 comes out this Saturday. It's brand new and unique. It's in my World Deity series, so I have some playlists going on right now. You can check them out in the top of my profile. But yeah, every single one. Batch 198 this Saturday. Any holiday recipes? I have a holiday playlist. My very last holiday batch comes out not this Saturday, the following Saturday. Yours Christmas/Yule mead. But I have a big playlist. I think there's 20-ish videos in the holiday playlist. It's my longest current running one. So I am wrapping it up this year, though. I'm replacing with something I think you'll like just as well. But my holiday series is wrapping up with the Christmas/Yule mead in about 2 weeks. But the last one we did was Thanksgiving. I did a pecan pie inspired mead with pecans and molasses and cinnamon. That one turned out pretty good. I did a Halloween mead. That's where I did a chocolate boucher. So that was a caramelized honey. So it was like a chocolate caramel mead. Fantastic. Let's see here. I did a Labor Day mead. I did blueberry lavender for that one, and that makes you sleepy. It might be psychological because of lavender, but it was great. It was a fantastic one. I remember that one well. We did the July 4th mead. That was Bomb Pops. I used the ice cream Bomb Pops and made some mead out of that. That was really cool. I did Father's Day. That was bacon and rum. You heard me correctly. Bacon and rum mead. My good buddy Corey, who I think is here in comments, just posted a video yesterday with that one. Really cool mead. And then I did Mother's Day this year. That was chocolate covered cherries mead. That was also another fun one. That's all I have in front of me. I could go back though. If you want more, I could go back. Am I blabbing? Am I blabbing? I might be blabbing. I'm stopping there. That goes all the way to like, I don't know, that was like April. Hello, if you're just joining, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Thank you. Sometimes I get off on a tangent. I'm really passionate about doing this and sharing it. I'm really passionate about seeing everybody make it, and yeah, I get off on tangents. I do something better than sell the recipes. I give them away. They're in the description of every Saturday video. All you have to do is copy it and paste it somewhere that you can save it yourself. Or better yet, save my videos. But yep, every single recipe that I make is free in the description of the videos. I don't ask you for anything except for love. Give me a follow, comment on my videos, share them, like them. If you really want to support me, you can subscribe to my TikTok. These Wednesday batches are actually chosen by TikTok subscribers. This one is Dennis's batch, and I am going to send him a bottle of it when it's all done. And then on top of that, you can buy an awesome Mead t-shirt. It's up in my profile on my link tree. And thank you, Trey. Tall Trey has some amazing t-shirts, and he claims they're the softest shirts he's ever seen. Maybe not soft as he's ever felt, but soft as he's ever seen for sure. For sure. It's pretty. I'm looking at the contrast to me. It's very, very orange. For all the videos, are the recipes available? Might have missed you saying that. So, for a long time, I've been doing it. If you go back to like some of my ancient stuff, they're probably not in there. And I probably, honestly, don't have records to it anymore. But I can give, if you have a specific one that you saw and the recipe's not in there, shoot me a direct message here on TikTok, and I will do my best to dig it out. I do retain the paper versions. If you guys don't see, let me show you. You got, I never really talk about these, but I have one of these, like on, like when I'm showing the mead at the beginning. I started this like, and it's become a routine for me, so I don't stop doing it. But I have these in every single batch that I think I've ever made. I've retained these. So at the very least, I could go dig this out and try to get the recipe for you. But for a long time, I've been putting the recipes in the description of the videos. You'd have to go really far back to find one that doesn't have one, I think. But tell me what batch number it is or what batch it is, and I will do my best. Worst case scenario, I could guesstimate what that recipe was. I would say like it. I still don't do complicated stuff, but the most complicated stuff I've done has been more recent. So some of the stuff is so simplistic, I should be able to get you a very close recipe. So it's time consuming on TikTok to scroll. I do have some playlists at the top of my profile here, but I do have them all color coded yellow, the opaque yellow, the yellow you can't see through. So the yellow videos indicate that it's an actual mead production video for me. So if you scroll through, the yellow, like light yellows, are basically that Saturday video that I've clipped into different formats. The one that's solid yellow, the title is solid yellow, are my mead videos. So they're pretty easy to stand out if you're scrolling through on TikTok. I don't know why I got this little cough with you guys. I was fine all day. Yeah. Thanks for pinning that, Dennis. Good night, sir. Good to see you. See you next time. So, yeah, the recipes are in the description of the videos. Every Saturday video I put out. And then the process, I show you how to do it. So, every mead video that I put out on Saturday, it's an introduction to show you the final product. It's then all the steps of making the mead. So, it starts in the primary, what I'm putting into the bucket. It's obviously time lapse to cut it out. All the videos are about 6 minutes on average. Um, but it shows you, it shows me putting everything in the bucket and sealing it up. It fast forwards to a few weeks later where I do what we did tonight, where I'm racking the mead. And then it fast forwards a few months where I'm bottling the mead. So I show you exactly how I do all those steps. And then I end those videos with a tasting and telling you what I think of the flavor. Some cases I tell you what I think I could have done better. Some cases I just tell you that it's either good or not. I appreciate that. Thank you. We just hit 19,000 in our community a couple days ago. I'm very excited about that. Over the top excited about that. Never tasted it before. So, there are a few common commercial meads that you can get out there. Mead is growing pretty exponentially. It was growing really fast before COVID, and obviously COVID slowed everything down. Um, but there are some commercial meads that you can get a hold of. So I would say I live pretty far out, and my local liquor store always has a selection of mead. So it's likely yours does too. I can also get to a couple different meaderies within 30 minutes. I live in a more condensed area from that aspect, but it's likely you have a meadery drivable if you're really into it. So I suggest always supporting your local businesses. However, there are some, I keep some really close by. If you're going to order something online, this is my favorite economic mead you can buy. This is from a place called Linganore Wine Cellars. They're pretty local to me. They make lots of great wines if you like them, but if they make this one mead, this is the same mead that they supply our Maryland Renaissance Festival with every year. This is like 15 bucks, I think, and then plus shipping, and they ship to, I think, all the lower 48 continental United States. So you can get this shipped if you just look up LinganoreWineCellars.com. I'm not affiliated, I'm just a fan. Try them out. That's pretty easy. And then you can't get this one shipped because this one's from Denmark, but it is probably the most popular commercial mead here in the United States. If you have a Total Wine near you, they carry all 5 versions of it. Lots of local liquor stores also carry this one around me. This is from a company called Danks, like I said, out of Denmark, and they specialize in a couple things. One, they have really awesome bottles. It's hard to tell, but they have little Nordic runes inscribed on the top. All of the recipes are from the 1700s or before. It's a little bit more pricey, but it's a pretty decent mead. This one is their Viking Blood. This is a ginger and hibiscus mead. This one is their Vikingeers mead. This one is hops, I think. A hops mead. But yeah, see, same bottles, just different colors, but all 5 of them have a different color. Pretty good meads. Pretty good meads. Good night, Corey. Good to see you. See you next time. Check out Corey. Follow Corey. He's right there. He's making some amazing meads, some amazing videos, tutorials, reviews. Give him a follow. This is a 1-gallon glass carboy. So this is its secondary vessel. This is the batch that I just made a few weeks ago. We just transferred it over here a few minutes ago. Every Wednesday, I go live to show Mead step of the process. So you missed that portion of it. But I am going to repost it tomorrow evening. But this is a 1 gallon glass carboy. So. This is Dennis's smoked oak, pineapple, and pepper mead. Start over, dude. I'll just pour this out. If you guys have never seen Dennis freak out, I bet we could do it. I bet we could do it. My favorite yeast of all time is EC1118. It's a champagne strand of yeast, so it produces a pretty high alcohol content and pretty low flavoring. So sometimes it kills sweetnesses and stuff you want to be sweet. But I found that you get pretty good semi-sweet meads. It really depends on what else you're doing. If you're just doing a traditional mead with just honey, I would go towards like a D47. But I almost exclusively use EC1118. I did go through a series where I just did D47s, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. I like drier stuff. It is my go-to, and if I'm making something for like friends, I would use D47 because that hits the more typical palate. But I'm great. EC1118 has a lot of advantages too. One, its temperature range is a bigger range, so it can be a little bit cooler and a little bit warmer than a lot of the other yeasts. I'm sorry. It's also incredibly resilient. There's some really great brewers out there that will talk about like pH and acidity levels. There are some determinations depending on what your recipe is where you have to kind of worry about stuff like that. I don't, because EC1118, it's like the tank of yeast. It will try to make a alcohol out of anything. And then yes, I use the same honey every time. I buy my honey in bulk in 5-gallon buckets, and I get it from a place called Desert Creek in Texas. I get it shipped here. They have an amazing website. They also sell on Amazon. Again, I'm not affiliated, but I'd love to be affiliated with them if anybody could pass that along, because honey is the most expensive part of this hobby. But I like it. It's consistent. They have bees year round, and it's very predictable honey. Is it worth making multiple batches to kind of find your yeast? I would say there's yes, if you have the means and equipment and time to do that, of course. I don't think the reward outweighs the trouble, though. I will tell you, our good buddy Scott, who's not here tonight, he's a Mead mentor of mine and a great friend, put a Discord together. I have it linked up on my link tree. He runs it. He supervises it. I have nothing to do with it. But I love to support what he works on. But it's a plethora of mead information. You can go and have mead chats with other mead makers. There's behind-the-scene pictures. There's recipe channel. There's a commercial channel where if he finds a meadery that he hears about, he puts it in there so you can click links and get mead ordered straight to your house. But there's also a yeast chart, which is incredibly useful. It will give you like its temperature and alcohol ranges. It'll tell you the flavor palette, like resistance, resilience. There's a lot of great information there. So you could get a good start by just doing a little bit of research first. And then narrow down how many batches you want to make to try to find the yeast for you. But I would say you'd be safe with D47. It's a great like middle ground yeast. Thank you. Thank you, Jen, I should say, more than anybody, likely. She's got the master fingers. Oh, well, thank you too, Dennis. What's up, Tutar? You just missed Tall Trey. You guys are never in the same spot anymore. Yeah, join the Discord. Link up in my profile. But why are you mad, Ian? Isn't it better for you than anybody else that she has master fingers? Oh, sorry. Oh, you're picking up Dennis's wife now. Oh, I thought you said. I thought Tulip was jumping in. Tulip, I was about to be really proud of you. I was about to say thank you. I'm obviously busy on live right now. If you could go swing by and get Dennis's wife for me, I'd appreciate it. It is. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Uh, Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Welcome to your old God's Meadery. Don't forget, a brand new batch of meat every single Saturday, and then every Wednesday I go live to show you step of the meat making process live. Pineapple and jalapeno. I mean, this one's close. This is smoked oak, pineapple, and red pepper. Not red pepper, the spicy little peppers. But I have done jalapeno and I've done pineapple, but I don't think I've done those two together. I've done a habanero. It was mango, I think, actually. I don't remember. Everybody that knows me knows I'm not a big fan of spicy drinks. I love spicy food. I love to try spicy food. Spicy drinks, not my thing. I like drinks to be refreshing. I don't like them to make me hot. So I try not to make spicy stuff unless somebody requests it. EC1118 is my favorite yeast. It's a champagne strain of yeast. Produces a higher alcohol content, and sometimes it'll dilute the flavor a little bit. I like dry stuff, and that's kind of the result of that. If you want more of a semi-sweet to sweet mead, D47 is my backup. Yeah, so that'll be great. A champagne yeast is what I would choose to use. Well, hello, Dan. To racking mead. So I want to make sure I understand your question because I racked this mead tonight. I moved it from its primary to secondary. Are you talking about racking it into its final form after it's clarified? Okay, yeah. I always put my stuff in these 750 milliliter bottles just because I buy those in bulk too. Um, but yeah, I've gotten gifts from like little like miniature bottles to 350s to beer bottles. Like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. It's a great gift, and it'll definitely spread it out across stuff. Especially if you want a bunch of people to try what you're making because you're proud of it. Put in whatever you want. I know some guys that go to like thrift stores like Goodwills and just look for really awesome like flip top bottles there that you can just reuse over and over again. You can find some really cool looking bottles there too. A black cherry mead. I love cherry. I love anything flavored cherry. I like cherry like candies, cherry chocolates. I love cherry anything. Cherry ice cream. You can't go wrong with cherry. And it's really, really easy to use in mead making. Really easy to use. Hopefully my video got unrestricted while we're on this live. I post about 7 p.m. every night. I post something. And I did a re-edited version of my marshmallow fluff mead. And I posted at 7 and TikTok immediately restricted it. So I think followers can still see it. You might have to go to my page and look at it. It's the latest video posted. I appealed it. That's all I can do. So the hardest recipe, that's hard for me to answer because I don't replicate recipes. That's part of my gig here. Every single batch I do is brand new and unique. So even if I like something, I don't replicate it. I've never taken a batch and tried to enhance it, with an exception of a few times, and those have been pretty drastic changes. Like I've done blueberries, one of my favorite batches of all time. I did a fresh blueberry and a frozen blueberry. I've done blueberry jam, but I've never done any of those again. The hardest batch, I think, have been I've done a few different bacon versions for Father's Days the past couple years, where I infused bacon and whiskey first and then added that into the bottling phase. I did a rum version this year where I did bacon and rum and a mead. Those were because they're extra steps. So it's still not very difficult, but extra steps in that sense. I think doing a bochet mead is intimidating for people that are doing it for the first time or two. That's where you caramelize the honey before fermentation. So you basically boil the honey. And if you know what you're doing, it's fine. It's not hard. It's a little dangerous. Honey expands like crazy when it starts boiling. So you have to have a really deep pot. And it spits. It splatters. And that stuff, like, when it lands on you, it's not like boiling water landing on you because it's sticky. It sticks to you. And it tries to burn a hole through you. So wear gloves and get a deep pot. And then you just let it boil. So that like caramelizes the honey, completely changes the flavor palette of the final mead and makes it darker. So those are more difficult steps, I would say. Fresh or frozen fruits. My answer 1,000% of the time is frozen. And I'll tell you why, for two major reasons. One, frozen fruit is actually fresher than the produce section of your grocery store. When you go to your pie section of your grocery store, there is frozen fruit. They actually, in a lot of cases, harvest that stuff and flash freeze it to get ready for packaging. So it is like as fresh as it could be right off the bat. And then it's in a package. And it's in a package for the rest of its life until you open it up. As opposed to your produce section where they spray it with a bunch of chemicals over and over and over again to try to keep it as fresh as possible while it sits in a warehouse, then sits on a truck, then sits at your grocery store, then sits on your car, then sits in your refrigerator. Also, there is a process that's way above my brain level of when a fruit, especially in the berry lines, is frozen and starts to defrost. It actually breaks out the outer membranes of the fruit, the little molecules, atoms, whatever you call them. And that's why you get like that, especially in like a strawberry, right? You get that syrupy kind of mushy. That makes a much better mead. You'll get a better color, a better taste, and a better smell out of it 100% of the time. I always use frozen. Always. When you use extract, is it vanilla or beans? So it's been a long time since I've done beans. I haven't had a great success with vanilla beans. I've learned a little bit since then, and it is on my list to do, but I don't currently have any vanilla bean anything going on. So vanilla beans are long and stringy. You can actually, if you slice them down this way, it's supposed to give you a better flavor. I've always had a lot of problems getting the flavor out of the beans, though. So maybe I got to use more. I don't know. Extract in the bottling process, I'm a big fan of. It's a little cheating. It's a little cutting corners, but who cares? You make the rules when you're making the mead. And I fell in love with extracts when I found the cheesecake extract. Cheesecake extract, marshmallow extract, vanilla extract. They're all great. Put them in the bottle. Put a teaspoon in the bottle. You'll get a perfect flavor. Make your own rules. That's my rule. And you don't have to tell anybody. Just slap a vanilla label on there and be like, I made this vanilla mead. And nobody's going to question you. And if they do question you, they don't know what you're talking about. So you can make up whatever you want. Cheesecake is a game changer. It's the best extract ever. It's the best extract ever. All right, guys, I got to start wrapping it up. I'm having a lot of fun, but I got a lot of cleaning to do before bedtime tonight and an early morning tomorrow. So hopefully my Saturday video will go up without a hitch this Saturday. It is, yeah, cheesecake extract. You heard me. It's the best thing ever. Amazon it right now. It doesn't matter if you're gonna make mead. I think it's made for like making like cupcake icing with or something. Who cares? You can put it in anything. You can put it in your coffee tomorrow. You're gonna love it. I did a, I want to say it was cherry cheesecake mead, where that came from. And then my good buddy Scott, he bought the extract too, and he made an Oreo cheesecake mead that was top notch. Top notch. But anyway, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get the Saturday video out. I've never missed a Saturday, and that's ultimately what I'm really, really nervous about if I try to post Saturday and it restricts everything. Because I've never missed a Saturday, ever. And, yeah, hopefully. We'll see. And then, yeah, join me every Wednesday. So, this coming Saturday is batch 198 of unique recipes. The recipe will be free in the description, and it is the very last of my World Deities meads. That's where I take a god or a goddess from many different cultures all around the world, some very ancient, some very modern, and I make a mead in that deity's honor. And I think I'm wrapping it up with a good one. So I really hope you guys join me this Saturday. It should be a lot of fun. And then the following Saturday is the last holidays mead. I'm going to show you my Christmas Yule mead. And then after that, it's batch 200, our New Year's Eve mead. It's going to be a huge celebration and potentially the best mead I've ever made. So I can't wait to show you. I think that's it. Shoot me a direct message if you need anything or I missed anything. I answer 100% of those. And I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Yeah. I'll talk to a lot of you tomorrow and some of you whenever you direct message me. Skull. Good night, guys. Thank you so much.